Sup, guys. We're here for the Yugioh with deck profile and duels. Obviously, duels is going to play first. And this is a Felgrand, the new Felgrand. Now, disclaimer. I will say that I'm doing this more like a Let's Play, where basically I'm building upon it as we go, so this won't be the only version. But I want to say for April, this will probably be the only version that's out, to be fair. The deck still needs a lot of work on Pure. I haven't found the right ratios on a few things, but at the same time, I think the hybrids are really going to be what shine, because the problem is the deck plays a lot like Hopeless Dragon in a way, and you'll see what I mean, because at first glance, you're probably like, well, it plays like Dragoonies, doesn't it? You get out the other level 4 one. No. The problem with the other level 4 one is, especially with the way the meta is and the way fields, just like this is a prime example of it, where a field just comes and sets itself up so easily. You need bigger, better plays, and I wish we had like an Armageddon Night for dragons, just for dragons. I really do, because in this situation I would have had it set up, but oh well, it is what it is. I mean, there is Brilliant Fusion. I'm thinking about doing Brilliant Fusion build too, because that seems uber fun. But here comes a trade-in into a Twin Twist. Now I can safely go off into Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon and bring back the Felgrand the Great Divine. And when he special summon, if this card, so he can miss timing quite a bit through Call of the Haunted Chains and whatnot, so keep that in mind. So basically, boop, banish, and opponent rage quit. Let's go to the next. This is against another new deck. This one's called, forgive me if I say this wrong, Hirokai, something like that, like is Hiroku, something along those lines. But it's a really interesting deck. I haven't really seen this guy is actually pretty dank in the deck, no lie, it's pretty dank. But looking at my opening hand, I'm just going to break down things for you. Like, looking at my opening hand, looking throughout my deck, I'm like, yeah, you can kind of see what I'm going for here. And trying to set it up like this guy could just fucking mill shit to the grave and be good to go. That's actually a dragon, which is hilarious. And this is actually a dragon. So there's that. I'm thinking about incorporating Kokimiro Drago at some point, but you know, that would just be a stun factor. That really wouldn't be anything else. It would just slow down the game pace. Maybe that's what the deck needs. I don't fully know. But I'm gonna keep working with it. But so far, I'm pretty happy with the results. I'm not expecting a tier 1 deck, to be honest. Felgrand is not going to be tier 1. If it is, then it would be a hybrid with Blue Eyes, because I just don't see it, you know, like this version being that. But maybe that's just me being me. I don't know. But my opponent's going to scoop there, and we're going to go to the next one. But, like I said, I'm just basically showing you different clips of a few games that I got. I set 4, awful opening hand, and you're going to see some missed timing here. And this is what I was talking about. Like, alright, here's the thing. This is Chainlink 1, this is Chainlink 2. Call of the Haunt is going to resolve first. And then Felgrand, the Great Divine Dragon, will miss opportunity to banish out. He's going to set 5. So this is what I mean when people say, oh, set 5 doesn't exist. Bullshit, it still exists. Bullshit. It's horrendous that it still exists. There's a Cyclone. Gonna go for White Spirit Dragon at the end of the turn. Banish out another card, hit the Pot of Riches, breaking down his plays. There's not really much he can do, so he drops. But like I said, I'm going to be doing more duel videos than I ever really have of deck profiles with duels that I do, because that's something I haven't done in such a long time. And honestly, I'm going to pause this for a minute. Honestly, I feel like doing duel videos for decks like Felgrand and whatnot, it'll allow me to get the deck out to you guys, like just fast OTKs, showing example of hands that are good, how to make plays. The thing is, though, I want to show like featurettes of certain things, and I think, and maybe this is just me coming off, you know, doing the gaming channel for the past like 2 weeks straight of recording for it. I want to basically do like little montage kind of duel videos where I show different things, aspects of the deck, and that would be the best way to do it. Otherwise, we're going to be sitting here and it's going to be a month, and you get one deck profile and like 80 discussions. And I don't want to do that to you guys. So I got to give you the best of both worlds. The best of both worlds is what works for me is getting a deck profile just like this, where it functions. But I tell you, this is probably the only one, has really clunky hands at times. I don't know why I'm actually there in Gospel Revival. I didn't read. I didn't have coffee. I was being idiotic. But Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, so good. But you want to know what this deck honestly needs? This deck needs Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon at like 2. It also, even if not that, because it would make a great Hopeless Dragon deck. Even if not that, there's a few more things, but we'll go into the deck profile now and talk about it. So here's your look at the deck. And I'm going to pull up some things that I did not use and go into why. Let me just try to get it here. So Paladin of Felgrand. When it's normal summon or special summon, you can equip one level 7 or 8 dragon from your hand or deck to this card, and when it's equipped, it's unaffected by other monster effects. You can tribute this card and one other monster, then target one level 7 or 8 monster in your graveyard, dragon, and special it. It's got 1700 attack. Pretty much anything that's decent will be able to jump over it with ease. It's not really worth it because there's like 20 other cards that do what this guy's trying to do 10 times better. So I was trying to focus more on the speed, and I swear to God, this is the one time I wish we had triple upstart and triple chicken game, but then again, you know, the deck plays slow, and you don't want even more slower cards like Paladin and Guardian. And I may be incorrect by saying that, but honestly, they just did not work out for me. Because honestly, I feel like if it was a Dragoon-y kind of variant, then you have that millage. You have it with Dragon Ravine where you can send it to the graveyard and just go easy with it. You know, it's like easy mode into the grave. Now, I think it's Ruins, if I'm not mistaken here. Ruins of the Great Divine Dragon. Here's the thing. If you go against anything that plays White Spirit Dragon, this is going to get shitted on. Twin Twister, MST, they're everywhere. This is not going to stay up long enough for really to be worth it. And I'm being completely blunt when I say this. It's an okay card at best. Hell, I even like the freaking Lightsworn card that came in their structure deck better than this. Felgrand is an interesting concept because it's a deck that was incomplete and still feels incomplete to date. And I know I'm probably going to get flamed and disliked for it. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I try to do the infrastructure like Hopeless Dragons because that is what works. You have the Dragon Ravine and the Trade-In. Now, there are times you may argue that Trade-In may be dead, but that's why we have Ancient Whitestone, because you could banish it out and get the White Spirit Dragon anytime you need for Trade-In. I am going to be trying a Blue Eyes variant fairly shortly. I'm just working out ratios. And that one's not completely ready yet, and I haven't recorded any duel videos of it yet. That's also why. The monster count for this is 17, but if we count Max C's only has a hand trap, it's going to be down to 14. And those monsters are Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, free special summons for your dragon. This is good. This is what you want, because when you special Felgrand out from that grave, he's going to be able to banish something, and then you're going to gain a little bit of attack points. Honestly, the gaining attack points really ain't that much. But if it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target one level 7 or 8 in either player's graveyard and special it, which means you can get another one, which is great. Then you have two of those. 3 White Spirit Dragon. Back row, it fucking sucks. And White Spirit Dragon is the greatest out to it. 2 Arc Brave Dragon. Arc Brave Dragon's an interesting guy, because basically, whenever your opponent has like Pendulum Scales, which is not really much anymore, then you bust this guy out and he banishes them all out. So anything face up is just going to get banished away. The main abuse meta-wise for this guy would be to use it against Monarchs. Or maybe Cosmotown. And that's not really much. I mean, you have 3 Twin Twists, you have the 3 White Spirits, and then Arc Brave just takes care of whatever the hell is face up. So I will say this much. Deck dies to Floodgates, and it dies hard. 3 Dragon Knight of Creation. It boosts its level by 4 during the opponent's turn only. But when it destroys a monster by battle, you can mill a dragon. You can send one level 7 or 8 from your deck to the grave. And then you can tribute this guy by sending a card from your hand to get a dragon back from your grave. Yeah, there's a lot going on with him, and he's pretty much the core. He's the backbone. 3 Max C, need speed, deck slow. 3 Ancient Whitestone. They go great with White Spirit Dragon. Not really going to say too much more than that. 3 Gospel of Revival. Best dragon revival card in the game right now. When this comes out, this is why the deck will sell. And I don't want to sound like a downer, but the deck is not, oh my god, this is like tier 1. It's not Monarchs again. It's very, very much under Monarchs. So keep that in mind. 3 Gospel, 1 Raigeki, need the power. 3 Trade-In, 3 Dragon Ravine, 1 Upstart, 1 Foolish, 3 Twin Twist, double Quaking Mirror Force. I cannot talk highly enough about this card. It is so clutch. It has won me games. 3 Call the Haunted, and 3 Solemn Notice, because Solemn Notice is just freaking hilarious in this deck, and yes, it is getting reprinted in Megatins, so you can just wait till then to get it. Now for the extra deck lineup where it gets really crucial. Number 95. It's like having Future Fusion for dragons. That's, if you're gonna, let's put it this way. If you're gonna be playing Blue Eyes, you're gonna be playing anything that needs dragons in the graveyard that can bring this sucker out, and you can give the room, do it every time. 1 Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. I just want to make sure I got the name right. Love this guy. Extremely good. 1 number 46. I never really brought him out. He's been hyped a lot lately. I think he's decent at best for this deck. I mean, for anything else, he's kind of bad. But it's decent at best. Pretty much the most underrated, yes, I said that, most underrated rank 8 in existence right now is number 38. The ability to suck up spell cards is just hilarious. Number 107, goes without saying. Right in the lineup. Hermetic Sun Dragon Overlord. You want him because there are times you need to break apart boards and putting shit back in your graveyard and calling a Haunted back or Gospel Revival. It's just great. It's like playing Direwolf, put it that way. Double Felgrand, no pun intended, and that's not the reason I'm running double. It's mainly because there's so many things that run around with monster effects like hee, and this is the easiest way to really deal with them and really easy way to end games. Because sometimes they'll think you're just playing 1, but when you're playing 2, it doubles your fun. So that's mainly why. Number 23, Lancelot. This is pretty much the deck's version of Cowboy. You attack directly, you win game. Oh, you want the other version? Well, number 15, Gimmick Puppet, Giant Killer. Up to twice per turn during your main phase. I'm just going to read this off for people who are not familiar with it. During your main phase 1, you can detach 1 Exceed from this card, then target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls and destroy it. And then you inflict, if it was an Exceed, you inflict damage to your opponent. So you're probably saying to yourself, it doesn't seem all that good. But remember what I said about Hermetic Sun. Same thing applies here. You're destroying 2 special summon monsters, then you're bringing back the monsters that you use as Exceed materials, and then you're doing more shit with them. For those random ass times that you make a dank rank 4, because it can happen. You know, it's like saying that it won't happen, but then it will happen. And if you side like Thunder King Ryo, then yeah, the chances go up a little bit. But you know what? Call the Haunted with that. It's dank. Why not? Dark Exceed Rebel, Queen Dragoon, Jin. God, fucking tongue twist. She brings back dragons. You can read it right there on your screen. It's great. 1 Castel, 1 Direwolf, 1 Abyss Dweller. It's pretty much self-explanatory. You could play Utopia Lightning if you like, but I had like 1 extra spot, and I was like, this just makes sense because I'd get really dank with it and just go Red Eyes Darkest Metal afterwards, and Leto decays for those random times that I go into Dark Exceed Rebel Dragon. I don't know why. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe for more. I'm going to keep updating this deck. I'm going to keep featuring duel videos, and as the new duel videos comes out, if there's any changes in the deck, I will put it in that video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.